Oh yeah, you got it. James? All right.
Yeah, I remember some of this stuff about getting in these cars on the road and shit.
That's what's up. They going okay?
Oh yeah, how's your day?
Not too bad, not too bad. You need a phone charger or anything like that?
I'm good.
That's good, that's good.
So how does your car do with the high temps we have? Does it affect the car at all?
Yes, as a matter of fact, we need tint. My wife's car and my car both need tint to survive the summer. But because it's an electric car, right? Whenever it gets so hot in the cabin, it turns on the AC. Even like if you're like my wife right now is at work, and I'm sure her AC is going just to keep it below 100 degrees in the cabin. She needs to start putting those visors up, as a matter of fact. But it's pretty decent. When you get the tint, you really notice the difference in the battery life of the car. Is it temperature okay back there?
Oh yeah, temperature's good.
Good deal, good deal.
Yeah, I know. In fact, everybody, you got a regular gasoline or diesel car, you need tint.
It's hot in there. The only real issue is like if, you know, my wife gets to work and she only got like 150 miles when she gets there. She comes back out, it might be at 90. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna drain her battery, like her fuel, essentially, to get home. So she's gotta be mindful, but she's all willy-nilly.
This is the thing I wonder, but and it's all about money. Because I'm like, why they didn't put some type of solar panels somewhere on the vehicle? Where they can automatically get charged?
They've discussed it, and the cost of the panels versus just the amount that you would get, it's minuscule, right? When the car is out baking in the sun, of course it'll be decent, but 9 times out of 10 the car isn't going to be. It's going to be in a garage of some sort, some kind of parking structure. They just thought the juice wasn't worth the squeeze when it comes to. There were some cars that actually did put the solar panels on them, but Tesla, they didn't want to go that route.
Yeah, because Mercedes has a van, the V version.
Yes.
That I looked at. They actually have solar towers on the top of that van.
Yeah, with like structures like this Pilot up here. Definitely would make more sense. You know, Tesla has that Cybertruck, but even the Model X is just not a lot of surface area on the top, given their design. But if, you know, like imagine this 18-wheeler having solar panels up there, restoring the battery, that would be ideal, right? So you got a surface area versus how much it's going to cost and how much is it really going to benefit.
Yeah, because I wonder how much would it, because you have this panoramic glass that's going through the entire car. So I wonder how much they would really charge you to talk.
I'm thinking more just the sides. I think up top, that's some decent shade. I don't want to kind of mess that up. But your window, the window back here, and these two and this up here, definitely need 10. I think I would leave this alone, though. It's not too terribly bad. But tinting the sides and the front it's like a significant, you know, stress relief off the cabin overheat protection type stuff.
So yeah, I actually was surprised that Mustang has a all-electric SUV. It was nice.
Yeah, the Mustang Mach-E.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
I looked into them because electric, I just want it to be efficient, fuel efficient. And considering we can charge at home, there's no cheaper fuel. Because I got solar panels on the roof and power walls, you know, battery storage essentially. So my energy costs are extremely low. So EV makes sense for me. But what I also wanted was this technique. Like, I haven't touched the wheel. Like, I'm not driving. The car is making all of these decisions. And until Rivian, Lucid, Ford, GM, they can get technology like that, this thing drives way better than I ever could. It's like remarkable. And as I get older, my vision, like, I'm already at threat for retinal detachment. Like, I could lose my sight at any given moment, according to the VA. I just need to monitor it. But as I get older, my reaction time, my depth perception, all of that is going to become a little more questionable, and this technology is going to keep me mobile.
Yeah, understood. I go to, you say you go to the VA?
Yes, sir.
But I go to working eye center.
Aye.
Because I have issues with glaucoma.
Oh, okay.
We talking about severe. Now they have stopped the progression of glaucoma. I have went to another group, Houston Associates, then the Turk.
Right.
So I'm like, I don't like that y'all talking about that, so I feel some years.
Heard that.
So you got, well, so besides the, would you have panels on the roof of your house, or do you have another place where you have your solar panels at?
It's on the roof. It's on the roof. We've had them for about 5 years now. And, you know, we had the freeze in 2020, 2022, and the power would go out for 6 to, in 2020, it was out for like 5 days. My whole block was dark for 5 days, except my house. So I had all the neighbors coming in and charging their devices, and one of my neighbors had to, you know, refrigerate his baby's medicine. And so he's like, hey man, can I put my baby's medicine in your fridge? It's like, of course, come on. And so
that freeze was bad.
It was bad. Like, and I didn't know I needed to have backup power like that and solar panels to keep me in civilization, right? So I'm very grateful for it. But yeah, we keep it on the roof. Tesla has something called solar roof, where it makes it like there's no panels, it's like just the roof tiles on your roof, and they're solar, they generate solar power. So that was really expensive, and we had a fresh brand new roof, so it didn't make a whole lot of sense to do that. So maybe if our roof goes, we'll think about getting solar roof, because it's pretty and, you know, useful, but it's super pretty.
Yeah, because you either have those that put a gas generator in there.
Generac, they send us a lot of flyers. Like, nah man, I don't need any Generacs. But it's, you don't know you need it until tragedy strikes.
Yeah, well, I mean, in this part of the country, because it should be bringing you all the way around.
So we need to go up?
Yeah, we need to go up, because in this part of the country, because I'm originally from Louisiana, but I've been here 36 years. You know, we get storms this way, so you better have some type of you know, backup plan, because, you know, we're in hurricane season and we don't know who would anywhere and why.
Or severity. It could be.
Or the severity.
Yeah, it's too unpredictable.
Yeah, because, you know, last year we had all the wind damage. There wasn't really a lot of rain, but, you know,
crazy
winds was, you know, crazy high. So.
You want us to go in here, or?
No,
go all the way around.
Take you to the service room.
Cool.
So Yeah, so you better invest in something here.
No, it's my wife thought it was a vanity purchase. She was like, "You just want it because it's Tesla," and I was like, "Okay." Now she's like, "I'm so glad you did that." And I was like,
"Yep."
Thank you. Right here.
Yep. So you thought it was a vanity?
Yeah. And then she realized. I mean, she's from Japan, so she really doesn't know.
Okay.
This okay?
Oh yeah. This is really see.
All right. Let me park it first. Thank you, James. I appreciate the ride, man.
No problem. Let me see the right spot.
Yeah, just press that button right there.
Yes, sir.
That's down. There it goes. Boom.
Yeah.
Thank you so much,
Enjoy
James.
your day.
You too, brother.
All right.
Hello.
Hey, Ma, how you feeling?
Oh, back to my old self.
That's good. That's good.
What you doing?
I just cleared up, did a little Uber driving for a few hours.
You doing Uber?
Yeah.
What?
Yep.
When you start doing that?
Probably earlier this week.
Okay. You like it?
I'm not driving, so I figured I would be doing this.
And I'm no crazy folks.
Nah, it is what it is. I got cameras all over. I got a decent Uber rating. I think most of the riders that I get, yeah, they're pretty normal. I haven't got any crazies. But I was just gonna ride around anyway, testing the software. I figured I might as well make some money while I do it. They're taking me to places I normally would never go. So it's good practice.
Okay. So you have to sign up with Uber?
Yeah, it was easy enough.
Okay. So you going home now?
Yeah, I gotta go give Chewy a snack. That's the only thing is, Chewy's at home by itself.
Yeah, but it depends on how long you want to do that.
This is easy. Like, this is so easy. I just made a quick $75.
Okay.
I can't even argue it for me not having to drive. And then the people that get in the car, they're like, wait, you're not driving? Like, a lot of these people have never been in a Tesla before. It's like, what's going on here? Why aren't you driving? They be like, and then a lot of people be like, I like this car. Like, they've never been inside one, so they probably see a lot of them, but they never experienced one. So it's kind of like, it's addictive. It's kind of fun to see people's reaction to when I'm just never touching the steering wheel.
Is that men and women?
So what's that?
That's men and women?
Oh yeah. I've had a lot of men today. I had one girl today. But most of them are men so far.
Okay. Well,
if I didn't have to go back to Chewy, I probably would still be getting rides. I just wanted to check on you.
So you cut your Uber off now?
Yeah, I'm offline. And if I get bored, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just go in and talk to people about Tesla.